Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Ghost Ladder. I am Matt. So, the last few days have definitely been crazy. And this should have been out sooner, but I've had this set series that I had scheduled in advance, and I didn't want to ruin the schedule, so that's why this is a little late. But the last few days, it's been 4th of July, Depression episodes, and I've watched Falcon and Winter Soldier for my third time, and I have watched Captain America Brave New World twice. Finally, after so long, I would like to formally say, here is my honest review off of Captain America Brave New World. So just like always, I'm going to start off with my spoiler-free version, and we're going to jump right in. Before I jump right in, I know I did this last time, but my last one did blow up quite a bit, and that's when I reviewed Markiplier's Edge of Sleep. And only thing I want to say right now at this moment is thank you for everybody who sat down, watched that, enjoyed it, or commented. I really enjoyed that series, and I really do hope you guys enjoy that series. It was on Tubi, it's free, and I feel like you guys are going to enjoy it. I can't wait for a season 2, and I'm actually really thinking about listening to the podcast. So, anyways, let's officially jump in. So, spoiler free. The movie's great. The movie is good. There were some aspects to it that definitely were very concerning. The CGI at the end, the end was mostly CGI. But at the end, where they were de-escalating everything, you can 100% the background was CGI, and I hated it. Another thing I very much hated was the fact that the action sequences was slow motion and then cut to a new angle and continuing that slow motion. It was like slow motion and then cut, slow motion and then cut. Or if it was normal motion, you only saw it for a split second, and then it cut to another scene. The story was good. You definitely have to watch different things in order to pay attention to this, but that's how most Marvel movies are nowadays. You need to watch The Incredible Hulk to understand a good portion of what's going on, and you need to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier in order to understand what was going on. My mom made the dumb mistake of watching the movie and then the Falcon Winter Soldier series, and the confusion on her face of what the heck did I just how is all this possible? And me and my dad looked at each other and was like, she never watched Falcon and Winter Soldier. But the characters were good. I really loved Joaquin. His character, he was the perfect comedic guy for that, and he was amazing. The fight scenes were great. It's just I wish there were more fight scenes, and everybody knows this. It's on the art. It was on the first trailer. Red Hulk is in it. I really enjoyed Red Hulk. I hated how he was only there for 5 seconds, but it was kind of great to see an actual Hulk back. Not Smart Hulk or not Abomination that is half and half, half who's mainly going for peace or whatever the heck She-Hulk was. I was so happy we got to see a monster of a Hulk again. All in all, I'm giving the movie a solid 7 out of 10. It would be higher if it wasn't for the fact that you have to watch so many movies, and this wasn't really a Captain America movie, and the action. Oh, and how the main focal point that lured people in was only there for 5 minutes. If you hear fireworks, it is July 5th, and there are going to be fireworks going off, of course. Before we get into the spoiler version, I would like to say my podcast has another episode out. It has been out for 2 days now. 3 days. Pretty sure this is releasing on Monday. Yeah. So I'd love it if you guys go check it out. It's pretty funny. Link is in the description. It's called the Future Incarcerated Podcast, and it's with me and the boys, and we make funnies. All right. We're serious, but we make funnies, and I really do hope you guys go check it out. We have 3 episodes out so far. New episode every Saturday. The spoiler version. It was a Hulk sequel without the Hulk. So pretty much every single piece of the story was taken for a Hulk movie. Everything, the main villain was created during the Incredible Hulk movie. Thunderbolt Ross, or the president, who is now Harrison Ford, his actions from the Incredible Hulk movie are the reason why the villain is the villain that he is now. Everything that happened in this movie was because of everything that happened in the Incredible Hulk movie. You can't watch this movie without watching that movie. Like, yes, watching The Falcon and Winter Soldier is very helpful too, and it was cool seeing that. But I feel like they just threw it under the bus because that last episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier, at the moment where Bucky, because Bucky does show up in the movie, where the Bucky and Sam talk for that brief 5 minutes, it feels like how Sam felt that last episode never happened. Because I get it, people have insecurities, people like take themselves down, but I just it felt like that last episode was useless. I love that last episode too. I really enjoyed it. It was one of my favorite Marvel shows. Seeing Bucky return was also one of my favorite moments. He's one of my favorite characters in the MCU. Also, I'm finally glad that they addressed the Eternals Celestial. It's called the Celestial Island. How they know it's a Celestial, I have no idea. But alas, and we finally got confirmation that the metal that Circe turned it into, that's her name, right? That's turned the Celestial into, that's adamantium. And if you don't know what adamantium is, that's the metal that is embodied into Wolverine. So Wolverine should be coming to our MCU timeline sooner rather than later. And if you guys didn't know, mutants are in the MCU. It's been confirmed. I'm pretty sure the first time it was officially name dropped was in Miss Marvel. I could be wrong. But yeah, that sets up Wolverine. It's setting up so much more. And it also sets up the new Avengers, or the next Avengers team, because pretty much the beginning of the movie, Ross wanted Sam to remake the Avengers for America. And Sam said, I'll think about it. And then that offer was off the table because he was almost assassinated. And then at the end of the movie, he was pretty much hinting at, I think this is the right move. And he already has a new Falcon, Joaquin, because Joaquin is now the Falcon, and Sam is Captain America. Who is on Sam's team? We really don't know. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be Sam, Banner, Sorcerer Supreme, not Sorcerer, yeah, probably Wong, maybe Doctor Strange, the Falcon, Kate Bishop, and probably Kamala Khan, Captain Marvel, and all those characters. I don't want to say too much more because I haven't seen Thunderbolts, but I had it spoiled for me pretty much. I don't know the whole movie, but I do know how it pretty much ends. And its marketing, once the movie released, pretty much marketed and spoiled everything, so kind of know how that goes. If you know, you know. It was definitely an interesting movie. And those few points, like the end where Red Hulk shows up when Sam is calming him down finally, the background you can tell is just AI or is CGI. It was, I didn't like that. And one thing I did find cool about Red Hulk was that even though he didn't go full fire mode, because in the comics and in games and stuff like that, Red Hulk does go full fire. Pretty much every single Gamma monster like the Hulk has like an ability. If Hulk gets too angry, he can emit radiation off of him and pretty much nuke different things. Red Hulk is fire, so the angrier he gets, the more he burns. And it was cool to see that because when Ross was turning into Red Hulk, he was like the floor underneath him was starting to burn up, and you can see like the singes. And at the end, when he was just about to turn back into Ross, some of the Blossom's petals were burning on him. So I felt like that was really cool. We didn't see him go full supernova or anything like that, but he was still burned. And I'm pretty sure he ignited the car because he punched a car right in where the gas goes, and it just started to go on fire. So I'm pretty sure he ignited that himself. I found that to be really cool. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting movie, and I can't wait. And the end cutscene where pretty much the leader said, there's a multiverse out there. Like, without having to say it, he pretty much said, there's a multiverse out there, and things are going to happen. But yeah, I'm excited for the movie. I was excited for the movie, and it was definitely better how people said it was. and I would suggest watching it. It's on Disney Plus if you have Disney Plus, or you could just go buy the DVD. Um, when Thunderbolts comes out, I will be rating that. I'll continue rating these movies and TV shows and stuff like that. I will have a rating of Ironheart in a day or two. I just need to get a few more videos out before that. And Superman. I'm watching the movie on the 12th, or I should be if everything goes to plan, and I should have a review off of that on the 13th. All right, understand? Got it. I will, again, just like that, I'll have a spoiler and a non-spoiler review. So anybody who wants to watch the non-spoiler version, see if it's worth watching, just watch the first half and click off for the second half. Finally, YouTube has a new code of conduct, and it's coming into play, I think, the 17th. So the 9th or 10th is going to be the last day I have a react. So it's no longer going to be, I'm no longer going to be reacting to things because YouTube, people have ruined it, and green screen kids have ruined it. And YouTube has a new thing where if you react to something, it's technically copyright because it's somebody else's material and you're just looking at the screen, which I understand that. It sucks because most of my content comes from reacts, so I hope that my other content, since that's going away, can become something else can get bigger. So yeah, the 9th or 10th is going to be the last time I react to something like a trailer or anything. The reason why that's the last date is because AJR's Betty is going to have, it's releasing that day, and I want to react to it. And it's going to be the final goodbye to Matt Reacts. It's still going to be called Matt Reacts / rates in the playlist, but I will no longer have a react. Anyways, again, the movie was 7 out of 10. It could have been better, but at least it wasn't worse. I enjoyed it for a Marvel movie. It was just definitely a more boring one. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share, post notification on if you guys enjoyed, and I would love to know your personal opinion on Captain America: Brave New World. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the final daily video. Peace out.